All right, hey everybody, it's Joe from NC Piedmont Outdoors. I am here at the house, but I wanted to kind of talk through a little bit of my everyday carry of what I have in my truck. This is my first video of 2024, so I thought this would be a good way to start. It's end of January. Luckily, it's a very nice day out. It's not too cold, but it is winter time, and every once in a while here in North Carolina, we do get a little bit of a weather. We do get some snow and have some issues. So I just want to show you kind of what I have in my truck, what I carry with me at all times. Some of this is for emergency situations. Some of it is related to my hunting and camping adventures that I do. So this is just kind of everything I have in my truck. So I thought this would be a good place to start for the year off with going through what I have in there. So I'm just going to go through this stuff relatively quickly, and then I'll probably move stuff in the back of the truck as I'm done explaining it. But certainly in my truck, I carry 2 bottles of just simple plastic bottles of Harris Teeter spring water, always in the back of my truck. They sit right under that bin that's right underneath the back seats. So the Ford F-150 has like that first bin that's right under the seat, and you can put stuff and put things in there. And then it has a plastic also bin that you could fold out, which would go to the end of those back seats. I usually leave that down because of all the stuff that I'm having in there, but these bottles of water go right into that actual bin right directly under the rear seat, so I always have it. All right, the next thing I just want to mention is some food. So I have some MREs. These were 2 MREs I picked up one of the local gun shows here, and basically this is a beef ravioli and meat, and this is a chili macaroni and beef sauce. So they all have the heating elements, the crackers, the jelly, the meal itself. So just kind of keep those in the back of my truck as an absolute emergency. If I had to have something to eat, I could at least have these MREs. I know they last forever, so they should be good for quite a while, and I'll swap them out if I feel they've been in there too long or whatever. So not a big deal. All right, next thing to know that's in that bin is this plastic bin I have. So right in here I have a shamog. So I have just a regular cotton shamog. I've got my tourniquet. This is a rat tourniquet, so I do have this tourniquet right here. So I do have one in the truck. I have this inflatable kneeling pad that my buddy got me from clearance at Walmart. So if I'm ever having to work on the truck or kneel or do something, whatever, I do have this kneeling pad, so that kind of saves my knees a little bit. I do have some extra rags in here. These are old bait towels that I picked up at different shows. I have my Swiss Army knife in this sheath, and this is one of those Swiss Army knives that has like everything known to man in it. So I have that, keep that right in this sheath as an extra knife. And I have this lock, basically a bike lock, but I use this sometimes at my property to make sure I have an extra one in case I'm putting up cameras or stands or doing something, to make sure I have an extra one right here in my truck and kind of keep it with me. So that's this white bin is kind of locked up. Oops, got the shamog. And this kind of goes right in the back, again in that plastic bin with the water and the meals. I also have this Irontron I got at Northern Tool, just a 12-volt portable inflator. So this helps in case I ever did have low tires, low air, whatever. I can just plug this right into the cigarette lighter, and it pumps up my tires, especially when I'm towing the boat. If my tires look low on the boat, usually the first time I take it out, make sure I have this so I can pump up those tires right here at home, so I don't have to drive somewhere to get air. I can just do it right here. So this has worked great. It's not the most expensive, it's not the highest quality, but for what I've used it for so far, it's gotten the job done. So that's pretty cool. So all right, let me go ahead and move some of that stuff back into the truck, and then we'll come back and talk about some of these. All right, so I put some of that stuff back into the truck. So what's in my center console? So in the center console, right next to me, obviously when I'm driving, I do have my Ozark Trails first aid kit. That's just a pack. I have refilled this multiple times with different things. There's a ton of stuff in here related to first aid, some pills, some medicine, some gauze, band-aids, wipes, stomach medicine, pain medicine, sting medicine, bandages, gauze. I've got it all right here in this little red kind of ouch pouch kind of thing from Ozark Trails, and I just refill this as I need to. So I've had this for a really long time. Just keep it right in my center console all the time. This is just a concentration of wipes, wet wipes, dude wipes, lens cleaning for my glasses, anything kind of antiseptic wipes. I just keep them all in this pouch right here. Again, just sits right in my center console. I did pick up a Write in the Rain notebook when I was at the Pathfinder school So I do have my, which has all my notes from school. It also has a bunch of different pens and pencils that I have in there, as well as my center console. I have a bunch of pens, pencils, markers there as well, just to keep that there. I also have my Pathfinder School, the 5C system brochure I got, so just kind of keep that with me as a reminder. So I just like to have it with me. It's in the truck. I have this quantum flashlight. I don't remember how many lumens it is, but it's a ton. I have some, I put fresh batteries in it about every 6 months. Used it a lot this year when we were tracking some deer, but this sits right next to me in the door, right next to the driver's side, so I can quickly have access to it. So this is a pretty heavy duty, nice flashlight with big lens on there, and it throws a lot of light, so that's really cool. And then probably one of the most important tools I have is I do have a window smasher here. So if you take this and just smash that corner of the window, right, it should blow out the window in case there was ever an accident and I had to smash a window to get out. I have one of these tools right there to do that for me. And that's kind of most of what's in the front and my center console stuff. And then this stuff over to my left is just more stuff that I keep in the back of the truck. So let me go put this back, and then we'll start talking about what's in these bags. All right, so in the back seat, I know my one buddy has actually like a whoopee, like a poncho liner that he keeps in the back seat. He's got younger kids, so he kind of keeps that in there as a blanket. I've got this Bass Pro Cabela's blanket that I got at one of their rewards night events, and it just perfectly folds up into this pouch. It's velcroed, right, so it just kind of compacts nicely, sits right under the back seat. So if anybody ever needs a blanket, I've got this little fleece blanket there to help keep folks warm. So this is actually a bag that I got when I bought my Chevy Blazer back when I was in my 20s, and they actually, car companies actually would give you some stuff. So in this particular bag, if I open it up, I have my this is my NOCO battery boost, Genius Boost 7,000 joules, so the GB40 model. So this thing, I charged it the other day, so it should be fully charged. Yep, all the way to the green there, if you can see that. So 100% charged, so this is good. So I charge this, make sure it's charged, make sure I have it. It comes with the jumper cables right here, obviously, so you could get a jump on your vehicle in case your battery had ever died. I've had success with it. I've used it on my son's wife's car one time, so I know it does work. It does boost. So I also have this, just a cotton bandana in here, and the instruction manual for this NOCO, and then this old Maglite Chevy. Here's my Chevy trucks. This is an old, actually not LED, but just a regular bulb as an extra flashlight. It's not very good, but it did come with the bag. It's supposed to go right in there like that, so I do keep it, but I just kind of throw it in here. And I have like a USB cigarette adapter there that I could put that in case I need something for some USB cords. But this bag, again, just sits right in the back seat, right there where I need it, and I can obviously use it when I need it and grab it when I need it. So it fits conveniently in this bag. So I'll put that over to the side. So let me go ahead and put those two back, and then we'll kind of talk through these two bags and what's in those. All right, so first, these are just some standard Cabela's gear bags. I've got each one of these at a rewards night at Bass Pro when I go. This one is my hunting gear bag, and then this one is my kind of to-go bag. But this is what I would carry with me depending on what season it is. So we just got done with deer season, so I've taken out my extra deer calls and doe calls and grunt calls that I would use during deer season, and now I've started to get it ready for turkey season. So I'm just going to kind of go through this real quick. I do have some hot hands in the top pocket here. If I open this up, I have my canteen. This is not Crown Royal. This is my canteen cup with lid and my Espit stove with a lighter in there, so I do keep that right in this pouch all together right there. This is the hip stick. If you haven't seen this before, it's just is you tie it around your waist, you put it on your hip, and then this adjusts and it allows you to like give you like a gun rest right from your hip. It's called hip stick. I'll show you the thing right there. Yeah, see, it says hip stick right here. Just go to their website, hip stick, and kind of check it out. If you Google it, you can see videos on how to use it. I got one at the Great Outdoor Show in Pennsylvania last year. It's pretty cool. So I have that to use this year for turkey season. I have my pouch that contains my slate call and some different strikers to use with that, so I have that in there. I have a bunch of different knives. I have, let's see, I have my This is my White River Ursus 45 with ferrule rod and the loop dangler for your belt. So this is a really cool knife. It's full tang. It's CMP. Gosh, I can't remember the steel. It's not something I forget. I wish I remember that. I'll probably put it on the video so you can know what exactly it is. But I love this knife. Love it. That's what I kind of carry most of the time out in the woods. I do have this knife. This was a personalized knife that my grandfather made in the 40s. It's got a picture of my grandma and grandpa on the handle, and I just keep it in this K-bar sheath because it has a K-bar shape. And then I actually do have a K-bar. This is the smaller K-bar non-serrated edge knife right here. So I've used this a bunch of times when I've been out bushcrafting or camping or whatever. So I just kind of keep that in there. So I do have a bunch of extra knives, decent sized knives if I need one. This is my North American Hunt Club when that was a thing. I did get this as being a member of it. This is a cleaning kit, so it's got all kind of tools, pouches, you know, and some cleaning solution. It's ideally for pistol, but I can use it for pretty much anything, so I kind of keep that in there in case I need to clean out the gun that I'm using at that particular time. I have my Nikon rangefinder, so I always replace the batteries at the beginning of every season. So now we're in turkey season, it'd be nice to be able to range them a little bit. So I do have my rangefinder. I have, let's see, I have my owl call, so I'm just going to keep this on me and then see if I need it depending on when I go turkey hunting, if I'm going to take it or not. So again, this is kind of, we're into turkey season is coming around pretty quick, so that's why it's ready for turkey season. Let's see, I have some marking tape. So this Friday I'm going out to some game lands to kind of do a little bit of scouting and to set my trail that we have there to make sure it's still there, and I'm going to use this tape to kind of mark it and make sure that we have it. So while we're out there marking the trail, I'm going to do a little bit of squirrel hunting, and I have this little squirrel call. Makes a little squirrel chirp, so I'm going to kind of bring that with me and see if we can get some squirrels while we're out there. I have my headlamp, so this is just one, again, I think I got from Bass Pro as part of one of their events. So I have this, and then I have this one, which is my better one, which is my lens laser. This is absolutely awesome. Rechargeable, takes batteries, has all the different color lights, has the zoom feature on it like that, so you can zoom it in, super bright. I forget the exact number of lumens, but you can check those out. This is the MH8 model for them, and it's absolutely awesome. So I've used that this year camping and at the Pathfinder school. This was my headlamp that I used, and it came in and worked really, really well. I do have my Slammer Series turkey call. Again, depending on what I'm doing, when I'm going turkey hunting, what calls I'm going to use, grab. This is certainly my go-to. This is my Slammer Series box call that I have, and I have my National Wild Turkey Life protection on there. These are a bunch of just cordage, extra cordage in this little pouch right here. And I have a very small set of binoculars. So these are Tasco, these are Simmons. I'm sorry, it's a Tasco case, but these are just some Simmons binoculars. They're, let's see, they're 8x21s. Yeah, so just a small set of binoculars. When I'm out turkey hunting, I at least have a pair of binoculars. I hate having big bulky ones, even though I do own a couple pairs, especially when I'm turkey hunting and running gun. I want something small and compact. I don't want to be weighed down. So. And then I also have this just cheap Energizer light, that, again, extra light that I keep in here in the bag as well in case I need another flashlight of some kind. So in the pouches, I have some more hot hands right here in this side pouch. Have some more hot hands in case I need those. In this front pouch, I have just some books and directions for the knife, the lens laser, and some pouches in case I need them. And then over here, I have a bunch of different coffees. So I have some Taster's Choice hazelnut, and I have some Mazel hazelnut already coffee creamer sugar all in one. So I have those in case I want to make some coffee with my water that I'm going to bring, and of course my Esbit stove and my canteen cup. And then in this pouch, what did I have on there? Nope, nothing. I don't have anything in that other pouch. So that's kind of what I have right now in my truck that I'm going to carry every day as I get ready for turkey season. There's no point leaving it at home since it's almost turkey season, so I'll just kind of keep it in the truck. I know where it is if I need to go get it. So let me pack this back up, and then we'll go to the next bag. All right, so this is the last bag that I keep in the truck and carry with me every day. And this is kind of like my bug out bag, right? So it's not a backpack. It's again just one of those Bass Pro type gear bags where I have stuff in here. But you know, for right now, this is what I'm carrying, and I probably do need some kind of backpack to get in there just to have it or to transfer it into a backpack. But this is just kind of my to-go bag as it is right now. So I just kind of go through this and kind of show you what I have. So in this pouch, I have a buff, I have a bandana, I have some tape, I have some just regular old duct tape. I have one of these kind of cords with a hook on it that I could use, and I have two in this little bag here. I actually have two yo-yo fishing reels. I don't know if you've probably all seen these and other things, but these are actually pretty cool. So these can be used to set up traps. They can be used to fish. And again, this is kind of like, you're setting snares and stuff. It's like I could put some hooks and stuff on this, get it out there, and then just let them work while I'm doing something else. So this is perfect kind of bushcrafty kind of survival stuff to have these fishing reels like that. So that's absolutely pretty cool. So I have those in my bag as well. In the different pouches here, I've got just a quick little multi-tool here. This again is from one of those Bass Pro nights where they give you the free multi-tool. So I would definitely have knives, pliers, some screwdrivers, a little bit of a saw, some scissors. So you can't have too many of these little gadgets. Might as well have it rather than sitting in a drawer inside the house. I figure I just kind of put it out here and have it in my bag. So let me get this bag in. There you go. Close that up. Put that in that little pouch. Open up this. I have a deck of cards. Sometimes you just want to have some deck of cards. I got some toilet paper, and then I have this is from one of the Bass Pro nights. Just some paracords. Got the little compass, the emergency whistle, and it's got this one has obviously a little striker, so it does have the ferro rod to help start a fire. So again, kind of multiple uses. Emergency situation, it comes in handy. So kind of got that. I keep all in there. And then this pouch on the side, I have some additional cordage. This is the cordage we got when I went to the Pathfinder school. This is my ridge line that I created at the school, so I can use this to kind of put up a tarp or a shelter. I have some rubber bands in here, and again I have another one of those Bass Pro Cabela's bracelets with the paracord, the compass, the whistle, and the striker. So again, I got multiples of a bunch of this stuff. I just kind of keep that in that pocket right there. So plenty of cordage between this bag and the other bag. If I needed to rig something up, I have it. All right, let's open up this. In the top pouch here, you can see I've got just a Write in Rain notebook, extra one, and some hot hands. This little tiny Write in Rain notebook. And I also have this, which is like the tiny survival guide, life insurance policy in your pocket. So I have this as well. I just kind of keep that all together in case I needed to figure something out. Hopefully there's some good tips in there to help me. So in the main bag, in the main pouch, I'm gonna open this up. All right, so what do I have? I have my wood saw. This is the Muddy wood saw. It's got a bone saw and it's got the wood saw. Very, compact, locks, perfect for processing, small wood. So get some firewood going, that'd be perfect. So I have that. I have this Soul Survivor Outdoors. This is just kind of like survival bivvy here, wrapped up, ready to go. So I could use this in my cordage and put it all together, have a little bit of a kind of shelter if I needed it. I do have some solar panels. So these are Velcro solar panels, and it has the plug right here, so I can just put this out there and charge my electronics with these small. Again, it takes a while for that to charge. It's not huge, but it does do a little bit of the job for charging stuff if it was totally dead. I have my outdoor survival guide, another thing to read with a lot of good helpful tips and information. Signaling, kind of, again, outdoor survival kind of stuff. I have that book right there. This is my SBIT kit. So in here I have my SBIT cubes. Again, you saw my Crown Royal pouch with my stove in there, so I have some extra SBIT cubes in here, and I have 2 lighters. I have 2 Bic lighters, and that one, and I got this one at the Pathfinder school when I went this year, last year for training. So I do have my SBITs and 2 lighters there. So I have that. And then this is my fire kit. So in this pouch I have my fire kit. And let me open that up. All right, so in this kit I have some you know, waterproof matches. You know, you've seen these everywhere. The Coughlin's waterproof matches. I have a couple pieces of fat wood. I have some jute cord. I have some more matches. I've got 2 Bic lighters. I got a magnesium stick. I've got a ferro rod, and I've got my all-weather Pathfinder Infernos. So I have all this stuff in my fire kit ready to go if I need it. So I have multiple ways of getting a fire going if I needed to with everything that's in this kit. So lock that up. So this fire kit has everything I need. It's in one of these waterproof containers. Again, both of these containers I got from a Bass Pro event. Gave them away for free, so why not use them? So that's my fire kit with everything I need. Gloves, I do carry a pair of these kind of work gloves, these hardy work gloves, so in case I'm working on the truck, processing wood, I do have a nice pair of gloves. Alright, also in the bag I have this out from Outdoor Rewards Night again at Bass Pro. I have this really cool kind of like little survival shovel thing. So it's got, yeah, made in China, what are you going to do? It's got like a can opener on it. It's got this serrated edge on it. It could be a pick or a shovel. It's got a compass on the end, so right there. So it's kind of cool. It just keeps all nice and folded up in this little pouch right here. So I mean, it's just kind of a little neat thing to have right here. So it's just kind of a neat thing to have. So I also have another saw. This is from an old butchering kit that I had. So I just kept the saw from it. So again, this is a replaceable blade as well, but this is good for, again, processing wood. I just have my muddy one as well. Headlamp, I do have another, again, another Bass Pro Rewards Night kind of cheap headlamp just in case I need it, or need to have, you know, I'm with somebody and they need a lamp, or somebody, you know, somebody has I need an extra pair of hands with a light on it, and give it to say, hey, put this on. So this also has the different colors for red and green, that kind of thing, so it's actually pretty cool. I have a monocular, so I just have a single monocular in case I can decide if I want to use this or do I want to use binoculars. So I do have this as well. Fits in this handy dandy little pouch right here. It has a belt loop on it, so this is actually kind of cool, you know, to have that as well. I have an emergency just rain poncho, just a cheap orange range poncho. This could be used for signaling or whatever I need it for, so I definitely keep the rain off, obviously. So that as well is in my bag in this little pouch right here. I do have some zip ties and some additional paracord as well. Keep that. And here's all my electrical cords. So in here is my charging cords for different various pieces of electronics. This is actually a charge cord for my lens laser headlamp. So I have that right there on top in this bag. So that has everything I need right there. So these are all kinds of different electrical cords, and they all plug into that solar panel that I showed you earlier. I have a Leatherman. This is my older one. I've had this for a really long time. This is the Leatherman Wave, but again, a nice quality Leatherman is good to have to go along with the small one I showed you earlier. So I do have a nice Leatherman with all kinds of tools in case I need it. I do have this SAK. Again, has a locking blade on it, so I like that, so it locks. It also has a saw on it of a pretty decent size. So you've seen others kind of use like that Ranger model of the SAK, but I have this one. It just has the deer on it right there. I forget the actual model, but the tweezers, the pick, usual stuff, and a nice saw to help processing small pieces of wood. So good to have an SAK. They always say you should have that. So I've got this Smith's knife sharpening tool here. So again, I think I bought this one actually, but yeah, so just to sharpen up those knives in case I'm doing butchering or doing something around camp, need to sharpen the knife. I have this Smith's one right here. I do have this. This is my LL Bean camp knife. So this kind of looks like it's a locking, almost looks like a butter knife. But this is a really good camp knife for, you know, doing whatever stuff around camp. So I keep that in my bag as well. It comes with just a little lanyard right here. Now I also have some utensils. This is a typical just Coleman, fork, knife, spoon kind of combo kit. I just keep it in there in the bag in case I need some utensils. I do have some additional duct tape and an additional bungee kind of cord with a hook on it. So actually I'm going to put that put that right back here in this pouch. So now I have the 2 rolls of duct tape and that cord in there. And then I have my Gerber knife right here. This is the Gerber Strong Arm. This is the non-serrated version. So this is absolutely a gorgeous knife as well. Rubberized handle. Love that, got locking sheath. And then there's different ways to carry this. You can carry it on your belt, which is kind of what I have the setup on there now. You could carry this on a horizontal. I have the tools, the pieces to do that as well, so you can kind of hook it up so it sits horizontal on your back or hangs on your hip. Either one is fine. And then I have this emergency kind of Bass Pro again, compass, whistle, and I bet I have some kind of matches or something in here that I put in. Yeah, so I got some a little bit of a fire stick in there, and I got some waterproof matches down right there, and it comes with that seal, so it's waterproof. Little striker there on the side and a nice yellow cord. So you drop this in the woods, you're definitely going to see something orange. So I have that as well. And that's kind of my go bag. So like in an absolute emergency situation for me, this has everything I would need if I was stranded and had to cook some food, make a little repair, needed some extra lights, needed a knife, or needed to start a fire. Anything here is just perfect, in my opinion, for what I do. So, you know, this is kind of everything I carry. So again, this all sits in the back seat. So I'll go ahead and kind of take a picture of what it looks like on the back seat so you can actually see how it's all laid out. But that's kind of what's in my bag. So let me go put this away and then we'll come right back. All right, and then the last thing I have in the truck is this black Plano container that I keep in the back of the truck. I lock it into the side over there with a ratchet strap just to keep it locked in so it doesn't slide around. And this is kind of, again, a lot of equipment I take with me, again, for those emergency situations. So let's kind of open this up and kind of go through this a little bit. All right, so what do I have in here? First, I have a giant, again, high lumen light that can be set down and arranged in any kind of way so that it can shine light wherever I need it, especially if I had a flat tire, had to do some work, I can go ahead and do it and get that ready to go. So again, another good light. I do have a butchering kit. This is from when I joined the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, right? So it gave me some knives that you can use to kind of butcher deer, and I actually did use these this year, so that was pretty awesome. And then John got his 8-pointer. I do have a hacksaw, again, for helping butchering the deer if I need it, so that's in the back of the truck. I do have this tool bag. This is, again, picked up from Northern Tool and Equipment, but it has all kinds of different tools, you know, wrenches, screwdrivers, attachments, ratchets, a stud finder I keep in there in case I need to do work at, you know, one of my relatives' houses or something, pliers, pencils, markers. You know, it's got all kinds of stuff in there. Just a good full toolbox with everything I might need to do some minor repairs if I need to move it from out somewhere. See, this is my this is kind of my old army bag, and then I have an incredible amount of zip ties in here. I have some additional cordage I keep in here. I have some, this is a cobalt saw, and again it has multiple different blades, wood, metal, so I definitely have this saw as well in the back here. Definitely, as I said, these ratchet straps, extras, and I have a bunch of different buck knives. So let me see, I definitely have my buck knives. So I have my I think it's like a 110. Let me see. No, this is a 102. So I have a 102 buck knife here, again, razor sharp, ready to go. I have my folding buck knife here. You know, these are classics. I mean, I had these buck knives since I was a kid. This is the 110. So locking knives, these are keep them super sharp. They do get a little corroded from the little tarnish there from the leather, but that's okay. And then I have this bigger one here. So another one, and this model is the 118. So I have a 118 buck knife as well. So yeah, I do have a collection of buck knives from my dad and grandfather, so I just kind of keep those all kind of in this little bag right here. You know, just kind of keep it. Put this in here, it just kind of folds over and locks up, so I have that bag as well. what else do I have in here? I have a little bit. I have jumper cables. I'm gonna take these out. So I have really heavy duty jumper cables. Even though yes, I do have the battery charger thing that I use for jumping, I do have an extra set of heavy duty jumper cables. They're a pain in the butt, you know, they're unwieldy a little bit, but I keep them back here, and if I ever needed them where that thing failed or if it died on me, you know, I have a backup plan. So if I can get to a battery, somebody else's car, I can jump on my truck. So I do have another set of jumper cables. Trash bags. These are just heavy mill roll set of industrial kind of trash bags. I have a whole roll right here. This comes in handy when you're, you know, putting butchering deer or trying to make a shelter or whatever. So in an emergency situation, I do have this whole mess of trash bags. I do have this individual light right here. This is again just one of those cheap ones you get for free from Northern Tool or whatever with the little hang. So again, have an extra light that I can use. It's magnetic as well. All right, let's see. I have this stool. So I have this stool I got from, what is it, Go Wild. That there's that app online, Go Wild. You post pictures and stuff, you get points, and eventually you get coupons and free stuff. And I had a coupon for this, so I only got it for like $9 or whatever it was. But just a tri-leg little stool here, so I just kind of keep that in the back when if I need to work on something or sit on something. I have a little bit of a stool. I have a very heavy again orange extension cord. So when I'm camping, especially when I go to like a campground, if there's electrical at the campground or the campsite I'm at, I could use this to plug in to run a fan or something if I bring it. My buddy's got one of those cooler fridges that plugs in, so I could use this if I needed it. When I was camping one time, I had an air mattress and I needed to blow it up, so I could run this from the electrical at the campsite into the cabin so I could pump up my air mattress. So just good to have that extension cord in here as well. All right, I have another light. Hope this works. Yep, there it is. So again, this is another Bass Pro Cabela's night magnetic. Again, just a light you can hang up. Kind of good LED. This is a little bit heavier shovel here. Again, folding, you can make it into a pick or a shovel with you tighten it. So I do have this little extra if I had to really dig something a little bit more sturdy than the smaller one. I do have that big shovel right there. And then let me look at a few more things. All right, and then what else do I have in here? I have, let's see, I have a container of bungee cords in case I need some bungee cords. I have that. And then I have again, the Winchester with that saw I showed you before. This is the actual butchering set for butchering animals, and some knives in there, gut hooks, some extra razor blades. This is where that wood saw would go. So I do have that in here. So this is an extra game butchering kit. I do have my gimbal. So I do have a gimbal right here. So if we did get a deer and wanted to hang it up and butcher the animal, I do have my gimbal right here, so I could just hoist it up with this pulley system, and we could hoist it up at the property and kind of take care of the deer ourselves, or we could bring it to the processor. Doesn't matter. That's kind of what I have. And then I have some snares. So I do have some survival snares for every survival situation and needed to trap some animals. I do have some wire snares. And I have this huge tow chain. So I have one more ratchet strap in there as well. Here's another snare. And then I have this giant tow chain. So this could definitely pull somebody out of a bad situation if we need to. I know they have those bigger straps now, but I've always had this tow chain. It worked well for me, so I have an actual tow chain in here I can use. I have a pair of goggles in case I needed them, so these can just snap on right there. And I do have a pair of goggles if I needed to wear some for some eye protection, so I do have some of those. And then I have a can of purple spray. Why? Because here in North Carolina, if you want to post some property, it has to have a 12-inch 12-inch size purple color on a post that shows everybody it's posted. That's the use. So I do have a can of spray to update my gate at my property to make sure that the purple stays fresh. So I do keep that in there. So all right, that's about all I have in my bag right here. Oh, I do have, yeah, and of course I have like the red flag in case I was hauling something. I put that on there for awareness. Yeah, and that's kind of what's in my bag that sits in this tote sits in the back. Again, all good for emergency situations. So let me go ahead and put this back together, and then we'll wrap up this video. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and wrap this video up. First, just want to talk a little bit about, before we end it, what's going to happen in 2024. So first, I did get a new truck. So back in June, I did get the Ford F-150 4x4 Super Crew with the Tremor package. So this was definitely an upgrade from my Ford F-150 4x4 Super Crew from the 2016 version. This one definitely has all the bells and whistles. It has the extra height. It has its own shocks. It has every kind of mode you could put this truck into to go over just about anything you could possibly imagine. It's really awesome. I used it all season since June, and it really came in handy. It's an absolutely awesome truck. I absolutely love it. But I hadn't really talked about it, so I just want to mention that. So definitely going to continue, obviously, with this new truck in 2024. Also, I did pick up a soft topper. So I think you know, I'm going to start. I've watched a lot of videos on soft topper camping and you know, that kind of stuff, and I think, man, that's really cool. I'd like to do some of that too, and see if I can you know, see what works for me and what doesn't work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and get that ready. I did have the soft topper. I bought it. It's over here in my garage, just waiting to put it on. It's been a little cold, and I guess you're supposed to put them on when it's a little bit warm. But I am going to put that on and do some truck camping this year, so look forward to that. I'm going to obviously continue with all my different cooking and coming up with new recipes and new stuff to cook on the trail. So I can't wait to do that. I love that the absolute most. But this is going to be a really fun year. A lot of cool stuff I got planned. I'm going to try to do some different spots with the truck camping and that kind of thing, and kind of go over what my experience is and what worked for me and what didn't. And we'll kind of take you on that journey making those videos and kind of showing you how I put it on, the soft topper, and what I'm going to put in my back, and see if we can make it work. So this is only a 5'5" bed. So it is a small truck bed, but we're going to see if we can make it work. So look forward to that. So again, appreciate everybody who's subscribed. We're up to 308 subscribers right now. Absolutely excited about that. Can't wait to continue to grow the channel and be part of this community. So thanks everybody for watching, and appreciate it, and look forward to some more videos soon. So take care, everybody. Thanks for watching NC Piedmont Outdoors, camping, fishing, and hunting adventures.